You know, I usually stay out of these conversations, but with Caitlin Clark, I can't stay silent anymore.
The entire arena falls silent whenever the greatest of all time begins to speak. But this moment wasn't about Michael Jordan protecting his own legacy. Instead, he turned the spotlight toward Caitlin Clark, a rising phenom who is reshaping women's basketball with every shot she takes. In a stunning scene that left the crowd emotional and brought Clark to tears, Jordan delivered a powerful tribute that echoed far beyond the arena. So what exactly did he say that brought everyone to their feet? Buckle up. This is a moment you don't want to miss. Michael Jordan and Caitlin Clark's rise. Jordan rarely steps into the public conversation, especially when it comes to athletes outside the NBA. It's intentional. So when a WNBA rookie draws that rare kind of acknowledgement, the world pays attention. Jordan has typically stayed quiet on women's basketball, choosing instead to build his empire through branding, ownership, and global influence. But when he does speak, it carries more than simple praise, especially toward a breakout star like Caitlin Clark. Greatness itself has taken on a new shape. Clark isn't just putting up numbers. She's redefining the entire perception of the WNBA. Her arrival has sparked record-shattering attendance and unprecedented TV viewership. Indiana Fever games that once drew modest crowds have turned into sold-out arenas packed with millions of viewers each night. But her impact extends far beyond statistics. The ripple effect is everywhere. Young girls are picking up basketballs not just to play, but to be seen, supported, and broadcast in places where her games now air regularly. Youth programs are booming, camps are overflowing, and excitement is spreading nationwide. It mirrors what Jordan once created on the men's side. In the 90s, he didn't just dominate games. He reshaped what it meant to be a global basketball. A new chapter in that legacy is emerging as the Jordan brand subtly builds partnerships with WNBA stars. His business empire is evolving to reflect the growing market power and cultural relevance of top-tier women athletes. The debate over whether the women's game carries commercial weight is outdated. The real conversation centers on how rapidly that value is accelerating. Clark sits at the center of this rise. For that reason, Jordan's public acknowledgement of her is anything but random. His rare yet influential comments operate on a level beyond typical endorsements. They force brands and audiences to pay attention. Hardly anyone carries the cultural authority he commands. And when he directs that spotlight toward someone, the sports world finds it increasingly impossible to look away. It's a form of cultural handoff, not mentorship, but something more potent than a simple nod. Social media has only amplified this exchange. Today, visibility extends far beyond ESPN hits or award show cameos. With platforms like Instagram and TikTok, stars can engage instantly, back each other publicly, and craft narratives that cross leagues and genders. Jordan's salute to Clark arrived in that ecosystem, not as a quiet gesture, but as a defining moment that spread rapidly across. Corporate branding has risen in popularity with surprising speed. Joint marketing that features both male and female athletes goes far beyond simple exposure. It's built on synergy, a strategy that lets fans imagine basketball without boundaries. Icons from past eras and emerging stars are being brought together in shared spotlight moments. As more companies invest in this approach, these collaborations let history and the future intersect, giving someone like Jordan room to quietly validate a rising force like Clark. And why would Shaq and Larry Bird suddenly step in with their own unexpected praise when Jordan's comments already seemed definitive? Pay attention. Larry Bird, rarely known for dramatic statements or flashy public remarks, delivered a comment that carried more weight than its calm tone suggested as legends found themselves captivated by Caitlin Clark. In his characteristically understated manner, he admitted that last season he watched Iowa nearly as often as Indiana State, the school that launched his Hall of Fame journey in the late 1970s. It was simple, not showy. Even without embellishment, it was a meaningful message coming from someone of Bird's stature. He doesn't speak casually. When he places Caitlin Clark in the same mental space as the basketball that shaped his career, people listen. Bird values a certain purity in the game, effort, creativity, and smart decision-making. And those qualities are exactly what define Clark's approach. Her deep-range precision, sharp reaction time, and masterful pacing mirror the traits that once defined Bird. His comment wasn't just flattering, it reflected genuine appreciation for playing the game the right way, which is its own form of respect. For those who understand how rare it is for women's basketball to draw the notice of old-school icons, Bird's subtle recognition spoke volumes. Yet it wasn't long before the vibrant, outspoken, and fiercely loyal Shaquille O'Neal added his own unexpected voice to the growing chorus of legends. Now keeping a close watch on Caitlin Clark, Shaq didn't immediately jump aboard as a Clark supporter. His allegiance to Angel Reese, whom he has consistently championed publicly, was clear early in her WNBA journey. But something shifted as Clark continued to excel with composure, confidence, and undeniable skill. It wasn't just the attention or the excitement, it was what he personally witnessed. And the tone unmistakably changed when he finally addressed it. "I'm not Shaq anymore. I'm a fan," he admitted, dropping his extravagant persona for a rare moment of direct sincerity. He wasn't offering empty praise. He explained himself. He talked about how she elevates those around her, how she generates chances, and how she delivers plays. He noticed that her decisions weren't simply flashy, they were smart. Shaq has faced legends. He knows the difference between temporary hype and lasting greatness, and in